that when both you and Taylor are around, that all of the kids are like, well, Benny thinks her legs don't work.
From family chaos to Super Bowl speculation, this saga has everything. First up, Kylie Kelce reveals the hilarious habit her daughters have whenever Uncle Travis and Taylor visit. And let's just say it involves zero gravity and maximum arm workouts.
Airtime. Airtime. They do not. They want to be anti-gravity.
That's true.
Then, fans are left confused when Taylor skips the 2026 Super Bowl despite Travis making headlines at the event. And just when the internet starts overthinking, the couple resurfaces at a late-night after-party with George and Claire Kittle, sending social media into detective mode. Meanwhile, Kayla Nicole sparks controversy with a commercial that reignites ex-drama.
Simmons and Haddish promised me that they could put an end to this whole ex-girlfriend fiasco quickly.
And finally, with halftime buzz already building, fans are asking the big question: is Taylor Swift destined to headline Super Bowl 61 in 2027? Kylie Kelce recently spilled the tea on her podcast about how her daughters have one very specific expectation whenever Uncle Travis and his fiancée Taylor pull up. Forget toys, forget candy, these kids want airtime, as in full anti-gravity, we are now Boeing 747 energy. According to insiders, the girls are obsessed with being launched into the sky and pretending they're airplanes. Not a casual toss, we're talking marathon-level lifting sessions. Kylie joked that little Bennett basically acts like Travis's legs don't function, which is wild considering the man makes a living bulldozing through NFL defenses. Meanwhile, the older girls apparently believe he can throw them around for 7 straight hours like he's some kind of human amusement park ride. And honestly, he seems to accept the assignment.
That when both you and Taylor are around, that all of the kids are like, well, Benny thinks her legs don't work. That's ridiculous, right? The whole time.
So precious.
And then the big girls are like, you could throw us for 7 hours straight.
Yeah, 100%.
Yep. How's your shoulder feel about that?
Just got to get me. Oh, we're good now. We're good now.
Travis has been enjoying some downtime since the season wrapped in December. He even skipped the 2026 Pro Games, which, let's be real, probably gave his shoulders a much-needed vacation. On the podcast, he playfully acted like he was bench pressing the air, reassuring everyone that his shoulder is doing just fine. He also admitted he feels like he has to make up for lost airtime between visits, as if there's an invisible scoreboard tracking how many throws he owes his nieces. The dedication is real.
We're good now. We're good now. I got some good. Got a whole note. I didn't do anything in January, so the shoulders feel great right now.
Great. Okay, I'll let them know.
Yeah, exactly.
Kylie had nothing but praise for him, calling him the ultimate hands-on uncle. She shared that when he visits, he gets right down on the floor and gives the girls his full attention. No diva energy, no I'm a Super Bowl champ vibes, just pure uncle mode. And while he could easily show up with flashy gifts, the kids couldn't care less about the extras. What they really want is to be launched into orbit.
You play whatever they ask you to play. Oh, yeah. You really engage with them in a way that and I think you already know this because you do it, but they don't care what you bring. You are the best uncle. Well, you come in and you give them your undivided attention. You get down on the floor with them.
And while the kids are ready to see Travis and Taylor front row at every life event, the 2026 Super Bowl had fans squinting at their screens like, wait, where's Taylor? Travis showed up to the big game in San Francisco looking sharp and unbothered, even though he wasn't suiting up to play this time. Instead of catching passes, he was catching attention at pregame events all week. He made the rounds at parties leading up to kickoff and then at a pretty major moment on the field before the game even started. He was recognized as the 2025 Nationwide Charity Challenge winner during the Walter Payton Man of the Year ceremony. Casual, just a little humanitarian king behavior before the coin toss. He stepped out in a crisp white collared shirt, black blazer, gray slacks. The man cleaned up nicely. Very I bench press linebackers but also attend award galas energy. During the game, though, he kept things low-key. No over-the-top antics, no stealing the camera every 5 seconds, just vibing. But Swifties, they noticed the empty seat. Taylor wasn't spotted at the stadium before or after, and that wasn't some dramatic plot twist. Apparently, when it comes to certain venues, especially high-profile, chaotic ones, she's super selective. Security is a whole operation, and unless a location is thoroughly scoped out and locked down, she's not pulling up. Makes sense. Super Bowl crowds are basically organized chaos with confetti. The last time the couple was seen together publicly was back in mid-January, grabbing dinner in Beverly Hills. Since then, she's been keeping things pretty low radar, minus popping up at a Grammys after-party and, casually dropping a new music video. On Friday, she released Opalite, first keeping it exclusive on streaming platforms before tossing it onto YouTube the next morning like a surprise bonus level.
Yeah, because when you think about all the people involved in this, because it was like a movie shoot. I mean, it was a massive, massive deal.
Was Travis there?
Sadly, no Travis.
Oh.
No, sadly. But her mom and dad, her brother, it's a thing. It all comes from her. So,
and apparently once the video dropped and the internet finished spiraling, it was time to swap promo mode for party mode because Taylor and Travis popped up in West Hollywood at 2 a.m. looking like they just clocked out of the coolest double date ever. The duo was spotted leaving the ultra-private Bird Streets Club alongside NFL star George Kittle and his wife Claire. And yes, the cameras magically found them because of course they did. Nothing says low-key like four famous people stepping out of a members-only hotspot in the middle of the night. The internet did what it does best: zoom, enhance, speculate. Taylor reportedly kept things sleek and effortless, rocking a long dark coat over a chic little ensemble that screamed, "I didn't try too hard, but also I absolutely did." Her hair was loose, giving that cool girl who just happens to run the music industry vibe. Travis matched the energy in a smart casual black jacket situation, looking coordinated but not in a cheesy prom night way. It was giving, power couple but make it relaxed. George Kittle leaned into a more laid-back look, very I play elite football but I also chill, while Claire kept it stylish and minimal. The four of them apparently moved as a tight unit, comfortable, laughing, very much giving double-date energy. No dramatic entrances, no staged moments, just vibes. Details about what actually went down inside, locked tighter than a playoff defense. No posts, no captions, no cheeky selfies. It felt more like a genuine hangout than anything remotely promotional, which honestly makes it 10 times more intriguing. This isn't their first crossover episode either. Over the past year, Travis and George have built a solid off-field bromance, and Claire's been a familiar face around game days. With Taylor orbiting the NFL world more often lately, these circles have clearly overlapped in a big way, and every time they do, fans treat it like a Marvel team-up. Meanwhile, on a completely different corner of the Super Bowl universe, Kayla Nicole managed to light up timelines for reasons that had nothing to do with touchdowns and everything to do with one very loaded word, X. So here's what went down. More than 3 years after her breakup with Travis, Kayla popped up in a Super Bowl 60 commercial for a fantasy sports app, sharing screen time with Tiffany Haddish and Ben Simmons. Sounds harmless, right? Wrong! The internet immediately grabbed popcorn because instead of introducing Kayla by, her actual name, the ad labeled her as the ex of a certain NFL player. Subtle? Absolutely not. The skit leaned all the way in. Kayla referenced the whole ex-girlfriend saga in a tongue-in-cheek way, and then Simmons dropped a line that played on the word swiftly. Yes, swiftly. You can practically hear the collective gasp through Wi-Fi. The joke lasted seconds, but the timing, surgical.
Simmons and Haddish promised me that they could put an end to this whole ex-girlfriend fiasco quickly, rapidly.
That's not what I said.
Okay, pronto.
I said swiftly. Why is that so hard to remember?
Now here's where it gets messy. Kayla has previously expressed frustration about constantly being tied to her past relationship. So when this commercial aired, a chunk of viewers basically said, hold on, isn't this the very narrative she's been trying to escape? Social media did what it does best, zero chill maximum volume. Critics flooded comment sections accusing her of clout chasing and reigniting drama that had supposedly cooled off years ago. Some online voices argued that building a punchline around the X label only reinforced the association she's pushed back against before. Others thought the whole thing was cringe, claiming it felt like a desperate attempt to stay in the conversation. Harsh? Definitely. Internet approved? Also definitely. Of course, not everyone saw it that way. A few insiders suggested it was just clever marketing. Super Bowl ads are designed to stir buzz, and mission accomplished. Whether it was satire, strategy, or just unfortunate branding, one thing's clear. A single word in a 30-second commercial managed to hijack part of the Super Bowl discourse. And because the NFL never sleeps when it comes to drama, the second the confetti settled, fans immediately pivoted to the next big question: who's owning the halftime stage in 2027, and is it finally Taylor's turn? Super Bowl 60 just wrapped with the Seahawks taking home a 29-13 win over the Patriots in a game that screamed defense wins championships. Cool, great, football happened. But let's be honest, halftime is basically its own championship. Bad Bunny shut it down with a high-voltage performance that had surprise guests, major visuals, and yes, even a full-on wedding ceremony mid-show. Casual Tuesday behavior. The booking stirred debate, of course. Some viewers clutched their pearls over language choices. Others applauded the global vibe and the fact that it stayed relatively clean. Either way, people are still talking about it, which, let's be real, is the whole point. Now, sportsbooks are already tossing out early odds for Super Bowl 61 at SoFi Stadium in 2027, and the names floating at the top are Miley Cyrus, Cardi B, and, you guessed it, Taylor Swift. If the league could magically lock anyone in right now, Taylor would be the crown jewel. The ratings? Astronomical. The cultural impact? Nuclear. But there's a plot twist. Taylor has reportedly made it clear in the past that she wouldn't headline the Super Bowl if Travis is playing in it, which has fans doing math like they're solving a conspiracy board. If he returns next season, does that shut the door? If he retires before 2026, does that open it wide? The man hasn't confirmed his plans yet, so the speculation machine is running on premium fuel. Meanwhile, Cardi B is very much in the chat. She popped up during Bad Bunny's set, adding extra spice to the night. And because the internet cannot multitask peacefully, rumors also started flying about her personal life after some social media unfollowing drama. No confirmations, just vibes and detective work. So now the halftime conversation is already louder than some playoff games. Miley could bring rockstar chaos. Cardi could bring pure fire. But Taylor, that would be a full-blown global event disguised as a 13-minute performance. That's all for this video, folks. We'll see you next time.